Welcome to this video series promoting Photo Studio Operations New York 2022, taking place back in person on May the 4th at the New York Hilton Midtown Hotel. And I'm delighted to say I'm joined by our chair for the event, Claire Carter-Ginn. She's a partner at Forecast Agency. Thank you very much for joining us, Claire.
Oh, thank you for having me. It's delightful to be here as always.
As part of this video series, we'll be talking to some of the speakers from the event. We'll be asking them 3 questions, 2 of them a bit more serious and 1 of them slightly more light-hearted. Without further ado, I'll get straight into it with you, Claire. Obviously, this is Photo Studio Operations New York 2022. What do you think are the biggest challenges facing photo studios or photo studio operations at the moment?
I think it's really moving forward. And how do we move forward? So improving agility and flexibility while still getting the daily work done. Right now, as we are hopefully coming out of the pandemic and creating our new normal, our studios and our content creation process overall, I think it's really about growth. It's about moving from the tactical to the strategic. It's about finding balance between what's happening today, what's next, and what we want to accomplish in the future. I think we're getting out of the weeds and into a place where we can start to be strategic about content creation again. We're moving from being reactive to proactive, and we're moving from a tactical approach to a strategic one.
The second question, you're obviously going to be chairing the event. What are you looking forward to most about returning in person on May the 4th?
Well, you nailed it right there. The answer is absolutely seeing everybody and being together in person. Since this event is relatively new, this will be the first time that our community is gathering together live. We had a great virtual event last year, but I am so excited to meet and share stories and learn from everybody in our photo studio operations group and all of my peers and the creative operations community overall who will also be there.
The event's taking place in the Big Apple in New York. Some people may not have been there. Some people may be returning after a while. What do you recommend doing apart from the event on May the 4th?
Well, first of all, you might as well plan a week because there's way too much to do in New York in a couple days. But just a taste of what makes New York amazing. Not to sound too cliche, but the pizza. I highly recommend a Sicilian slice at Joe's on Carmine. You really cannot beat it. Best slice in New York, in my view. Bagels. So in my neck of the woods in Brooklyn, we have Bagel Pub, which is great. But if you're in the city, Murray's on 6th Ave or Essa Bagel uptown, both delicious. And don't miss out on our museums and galleries. Between the Met, MoMA, the Frick, the Rubin, the Natural History Museum, the Tenement Museum, we have some of the most incredible arts and history organizations in the world, not to mention just the fashion. So I guess come to New York for photo studio ops, stay for the food, the fashion, the art, and the people, and the city overall. It's going to be a great time, and I cannot wait to see you all there.
Thank you very much for joining me, Claire, and thank you all for watching. Hope to see you at Photo Studio Operations New York on May the 4th in person at the hotel.